Hello and welcome back to my Pygame tutorial series. I'm Pelo7 and today we are going to create a little text engine for you to use in your Pygame projects, where you can uh, render a text literally anywhere you want on your screen. So what we'll have at the end, we'll have this, our little window. You can quit it just as we created in the last part of the series. You may want to check that out. I explain a lot over there, like installing and stuff. And well, we'll do two different text rendering types, but it's really like just one. Yeah, you'll understand when I show it to you. And well, let's get started. So, um, in this tutorial, we'll also kind of cover how you can import from different folders. So, first of all, you might want to get yourself a font um, of any kind. So, I have a font over here. Let me just quickly copy that. I don't know how exactly I got to that font, but I'm using it because I think it's really nice. I think it's like a RuneScape font, and you may want to get yourself a font. It's a TTF data, TTF, yeah, uh, file. Sorry, not a native speaker. Um, and well, you want to drop that in here in your folder of any kind, and then you have yourself a little font. Then we want to create a folder for our code, because normally you want to store all your code in a separate in separate files, and main should just open these files and use these files. I don't stick to it all the time, but you may want to do that. And in this code file, we're going in this code or in this code ordner 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 in this, yeah, code module, we want to create two new files. The first one is really important. It's named dunder init. Without this, the following code won't work. It will just be an empty file that will get executed once we import everything, so there won't be executed anything. And then we want to turn to the main attraction of this tutorial, textengine.py. You can name it differently. I'll just call it like that. Yeah. So, first of all, we want to create a function named drawText. And there we'll get some arguments, namely the surface or the display surf. So it's just like the surface we want to display the text on. Then I want to have the text we want to render, the font. So in case you don't know what a font is, it's like a file with all of the letters of the alphabet, and you can like get these little letters to form any text you want. Then we want to get the position where we want to place the font, the text, and then we want to get the color. I'm gonna give this a default value, which is going to be white. You can just do that. And then I also, uh, well, then I just want to leave that for now. And well, so this won't do anything right now. So let's create the function. So first of all, we want to do the following. I'm gonna render the text with the font and the color. Yeah, which is going to be the following: text serve equals font dot render with text, to, and color. So this is pygame.font.font, which is like a font object, and this font object has a function named render, where you get this surface out of these little tiny images for all the letters. And I think the arguments should be really self-explanatory. First we have the text, and last we have the color. In the middle we have initializing. I spoke that out wrong, but it basically makes the text a bit blowy, but it will look better at the end. So let me just quickly copy that comment over here from my completed file. So then we want to get a rect for the text, of the text more, so we can print it onto the surface. So basically, if you want to put something on a surface in Pygame, you need a surface you want to put on another surface and a rect. So this rect has like a position and stuff. So and we can do this quite easily by saying text rect equals text serve.get frect. We want to place the top left tulip pos. So we get the position from the arguments, and now we have ourselves a little rect, and then we can do display serve split with text serve and text rect. So and before we are doing all the importing stuff, I just wanna do a little more functionality to this, which will be another argument named alpha, because there's this little and I want to set it to 255 at default. So if you do alpha 255, the text will be full visible. Alpha equals 0 is like the text being invisible. And I just really like that little thing. So I want to set the alpha. There's also like a nice word for it, but yeah, I'm not a native speaker, so sorry. Set the alpha of the text surface, and that we can do pretty nicely by doing this. And now we have this. And now we can get started with the importing. So, and here we want to import the text engine. And we'll do that as follows. So we have this code sub folder. It's called folder. So we have this code subfolder, and we want to import something from that. So code.textEngine, the text engine we want to import. So right now this wouldn't do anything, or we couldn't use it because there's like weird stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but we want to do from code.textEngine import draw text. So now we have imported this, and then we wanna create a little function over here named get font, because we don't have a font yet. Which is going to be self and size. We want to return a pygame.font.font, with font.ttf and size. And watch this, and what this is basically going to do is we are importing this font with a size. So any size you like. Yeah, we are just getting a font. Then, um, uh, then we want to display a text. Mm, I'll go with the classic Hello World for this example. Yeah, and we want to draw text on, and I'm going to copy. Sorry for that little intervention, family stuff. Where was I? So we want to basically get the arguments. Let me just quickly copy them in here. So first of all, we want to set the display serve to save.displayServe because that's our screen. Then we want to get a text. As I said before, I want to go with the classic hello world. Then for the font, we have our little function we just created, self.getFont, and I have gone with the size of 30. For the color, I want to do that orange, and for the alpha, I want to do it to 100, which I just like for like UI debug stuff. And for the position, I settled with 1139 and 10. And this should just work now. Yeah. And we have our little hello world thingy. But maybe you want to have the text centered around a point. So you can skip this if you don't want to have that centered. But I'll just copy this and name that drawer centered text, which is going to be the exact same, but we want to place the rect at the center. And so no, it places the rect, the center of the rect at the position. So it's like a centered text. And yeah, we can just import that too with drawer centered text. And now I wanna make another comment. Display a centered text where I can just put this, which with exactly the same arguments. I'll do this in white. So, and because it's the center, if we want to have these both aligned a bit more, I'm going to change this position to 1250. So 1200 in the X and 50 in the Y. And this should just work. And this is especially useful if you want to do like UI stuff where you want to have like the HP of a character shown. But well, that should be it. So yeah. If you enjoy the series, consider checking it out. I won't ask for anything more. It would be really nice for me to teach anyone anything, even if I know I can't explain anything. And well, I hope I helped you, and I hope I see you next time. Bye.